Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be an update for Project 10 Uses Project Pan. A lot of people are doing this project. People are doing it different ways. Some people are doing it roulette style. The first person I saw do this was Phoebe HB, and basically I am picking 4 items at a time, using them 10 times, rolling them out and picking something new. It's a Shop My Stash style of project, except I do a separate Shop My Stash on my channel, but usually I only end up using those things 3 to 4 times. So this is more usage than I usually do in my Shop My Stash. So I think it's just a really great project to rotate through my collection. I am also doing a lot of project pans though, where I am trying to hit pan, finish items up. I'm also doing a Pan That palette. I do also have a Project 100 Uses. So I will link my Project Pan and my Pan That palette playlists in the description box. If you are wondering what crazy makeup I am wearing, I did a palette bingo using all of my Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. So I will link that if you want to see that. It looks a little crazy, not gonna lie, but I kind of like it. It's something very different. So I'll link that video if you want to see that. Someone did request that, so thank you for your request. I will be rolling out all 4 items. One item has been in this project for months and I finally used it 10 times, which is kind of sad that it took that long, but anyway, yeah, let's just get started. All right, let me show you the 4 items that I had last time, and then I'll show you the 4 new items that I'm picking. The one that has been in here for months, that took me multiple months to get to 10 uses, is this MAC liquid lipstick in the color Lady Be Good. I'm wearing a little bit of this today combined with some other lip products. And basically, as I've mentioned in a lot of videos, I'm just not wearing lip products as often, and there are a few that I'm trying to pan, which I've been focusing more on those. So that's why it took this long. This is a peachy type shade. I like this MAC formula quite a bit, and I have a red color as well. Very nice, comfortable liquid lipstick formula. So I'm really happy that I eventually got to 10 uses on that one. Now, this next item, I gotta say, it was a little painful to use. This is the Artist Couture highlighter. This is a loose highlighter in the shade Gold Digger. I got this in BoxyCharm. And back when I got this, I mentioned I really wanted to try these Artist Couture highlighters, but I never purchased one. But the shade I wanted was Cocoa Bling, not so much this one. This is a very yellow gold. I am just afraid to even open this because it is such a mess. That is the problem with these. So yeah, there it is there. It's a yellow gold. And as I mentioned, it was painful to use it 10 times because it is so messy. There are also a lot of glitters in this highlighter, which I like a glittery highlighter, but I feel like when it is pressed and it has some glitters in it, then it doesn't fly everywhere as much. Whereas this, because it is a loose powder, it gets everywhere. And I feel like I then have like glitter all the way down here. So I wasn't super into it. I'm kind of considering decluttering this. I do plan on doing an end of the year declutter video where I will probably be getting rid of a few things. I've mentioned I don't do huge declutters and I don't declutter a lot. So, and I want to be careful with decluttering because I do not want to be in that vicious declutter then buy more cycle. So if I get rid of this, I want to make sure I really don't want it and I'm not going to end up purchasing another Artist Couture highlighter. That's the thing. I'm worried if I get rid of this, I will go out and buy Cocoa Bling, which is the one that I had wanted. But I don't love this formula. So part of me wants to keep this around as a reminder not to purchase anymore. So not sure what I'm going to do there, but I did use that 10 times. Moving on, I also had a blush. Now this, love this. This is amazing. Cover FX Duo. I have the one in Pink Dahlia. I got this at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and boy, am I happy I purchased this. It's gorgeous. These blushes, though, are very pigmented. And I had already used this quite a few times before I put it in this project, and it barely looks like I've used it. And I really like the highlighter, too. These are just really pretty. Let me give you a little bit of swatches there. Okay, those are not great swatches, but it's not hard to swatch blush, I've noticed, but it is a beautiful peachy pink. I love this formula. I love the highlighter in here. Sometimes I mix them together to get more of like a shimmery blush. This is amazing, and I had no issues using that. Alrighty, then I had an eyeshadow palette, and that was the Avocado Toast palette by BH Cosmetics. I loved using this, and I do want to do more green looks. I did use a lot of the neutral shades. And as I mentioned, I often combine palettes to get a look, so I often used this with other eyeshadow palettes, but the quality on this is amazing. So I definitely want to do another green look with this, but look at these shades, and there definitely are some neutrals here. I love this peachy pink shimmer. This peach matte is amazing. I really love that orangey brown. Oh my gosh, let me just give you a couple swatches because yeah, this palette is gorgeous. So look at those metallics. They are so foiled, and this matte shade Paprika is gorgeous. I used that one quite a bit. Absolutely beautiful. The BH Cosmetics formula is so good. I've talked about it a lot on my channel. This did not disappoint. I also got the Beautiful in Barcelona palette when I bought this with Ulta points like a month and a half ago. That one is just as good, and I have that one in another usage style project. So I'm really, really happy. I want to use the greens more, but yes, I loved using that palette so much. All right, so I'm gonna pick 4 new items, and the first one is gonna be another lipstick. And this is kind of sad because I've only used this one time. This is from Practk Beauty, and this is in the color Made It. And I got these back in June, and it's a gorgeous orangey type shade. These are a bit more sheer of a formula. I do have one other color, but it is a nice, shiny, comfortable formula. They're not super matte. They're not crazy pigmented. It's a really nice lipstick, but as I mentioned, haven't been wearing lipstick as much, focused on the ones in Project Pans. I am on a lipstick no buy. I haven't bought any lipstick since I got these in June, so that is good. But yeah. Sad that I have not used this more. Yeah, only used it that one time. So I think this will be great. It's such a unique color too. And it doesn't look quite as orange on the lips. I wore it in a YouTube video like 4 months ago when I got it. But yes, I am very excited to use that more and kind of disappointed in myself that I have not even used it for so long. Alrighty, then I picked an older product. This is from MAC. This is this duo. It's called, yeah, it's Light Sweep and Shade Stir. I never use the light shade here just because, I don't know, it's kind of slightly darker than my skin tone, but not dark enough that I really know what to do with it. However, this Contour Shade Stir, I actually really like it, and I have not used it in quite some time. So my plan is to use this 10 times. What I've been doing lately is, and actually I filmed this face makeup look, I will say my concealer looks really light right now because I had to clean up all the fallout with a bunch of light powder. So that's what happened there. But I did film like a mini face tutorial, what I've been doing with my face makeup lately. I've been doing the underpainting, which is not a new thing. And I even did a tutorial on it like earlier this year, basically where you cream contour under your foundation, and I still set that with just a bit of like a bronzer or contour as well. So actually I think this would work very well for that. I've been loving that whole underpainting thing. I've been doing that quite a bit for the last like month and a half, and it's really nice actually. I feel like it defines my face without looking overly crazy. So anyway, side note there, but I do want to use that. And then I also picked this, the Wander Beauty Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. I got this in BoxyCharm. This is in Bellini and Costa Ray. I've talked about this multiple times. I freaking love this blush. It is one of my favorite blushes ever. It is so gorgeous. This contour shade, it's a little light for me. I can build it up and make it work. I tend to not use it a whole lot, but this is such a pretty blush. As I mentioned, I just cannot swatch blushes. They just don't show up. There it is. Kind of similar to the Cover FX color now that I'm looking at it. That one is a bit brighter, where this is a bit more pink. That one's a bit more peach, but yeah, as we know, a lot of blushes all tend to look the same. Not gonna lie, I need to stop buying blush. But yeah, that one I want to use 10 times. And then I picked an eyeshadow palette as usual. I was inspired by my whole Natasha Denona palette bingo and decided to go with the gold palette. This is really, really beautiful and love it. Now, I have mentioned when I did get this, I did a ranking my new eyeshadow palettes video, and some of these shades are super chunky and they can be difficult to work with, but with a wet brush, it's definitely doable. And they're so glittery and metallic and really unique actually. When this palette first came out, I thought it was super boring. I was like, I have a million gold eyeshadows, but really, this is more unique than I thought it was. And I really love the mattes. I will say though, I am a little bothered by that these three mattes aren't that different. On the eye, they look pretty similar. So that's really my main complaint with this palette. But anyway, I digress. I do love it. I love the Natasha Denona formula. These are very expensive, so I definitely want to make sure that I'm using them. Alrighty, that is it for this video. I really like this project and I'm just enjoying usage in general. I'm doing a lot of other project pans where I'm incorporating counting usage as well. And I really do like it because I want to rotate through my collection. I don't want to just use one thing over and over and then let other things sit. So yeah, I think it brings a great balance. I will link my project pan playlist and my Pan That palette and also my Shop My Stash. And if you want to see this crazy makeup look, I will link the palette bingo. That is it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.